Wow, so it's typically wet here in Florida, but I would say the last 2 weeks have been, I mean, you really can't get wetter than that. I think we had 3.5 inches of rain yesterday. They forecasted up to another 3 inches today. Surprisingly, it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon and we haven't got rain yet, but I mean, it's possible. It's always possible. But we're supposed to get fairly heavy rain. Today is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I mean, we could end up getting 8 to 9 inches of rain over that 3 day period. You know, it's not tropical storm related, anything like that. Just a lot of moisture in the air. But one thing I have noticed, and it came on quick, is like when you get this constant rain and wetness, the fungus really just comes out of the woodwork. I mean, it's crazy. I've been battling rust, as you would think, just living in a humid environment. Um, it's been okay, but I have been dealing with some other mystery kind of rust. Not rust, fungus. I'm not sure what the heck it is. It doesn't. I mean, maybe it's attacking the leaves. I can't really tell the difference between this fungus attacking the leaves versus just rust. But I don't believe rust severely attacks branches. I mean, if it does, let me know because I have not really heard that. I've always thought it was just a leaf thing. So let me know if you know anything about that. My dog's digging up a plant over there. So anyway, I wanted to show you this 3 trees here in a week. Just in this past week since we've had all this rain, and they are doing the exact same thing. So this right here was Jewel Noir, and it was very healthy right up to the very tip. As you can see, the entire top of this tree has died, the entire top. And if we get down here, you see that nastiness on the trunk? It's white, right? It's definitely some sort of fungus mold. I might be getting too close there. Um, but from that spot up, it's dead. It's trying to put out a couple of branches below it. I sprayed that, so I sprayed some extra heavy duty fungicide about a week ago. It's called Daconil. On some of these well, actually almost all of my trees, to try to control whatever that is. I do not know what it is, but as you can see from where it is on that branch, where it infected the branch from that spot up, the tree is dead. And it happened very quickly, very quickly. So hopefully these two lower branches will survive and continue. Otherwise, I just lost my Joie Noir. So check this out, right freaking next to it. This was Genevieve's Nero. And there for a while, it looked just like my Italian 258. I mean, it was big, vigorous, and it had the same thing. So right here, I've got some tape on it, but maybe you can see the sunshine coming through it. So you know the trunk down here, it looks fine. It's normal thickness. But if you can see like the sun coming through here, it gets about half thickness right there. And it has that same sort of fungus right here on the branch in this section right through here. At first I thought it might be sun scald. The whole tree was tipping over right at that point. So I had to support it. And then a few days after I noticed that spot on the trunk. These are all newly rooted cuttings though, by the way. They're first year trees, right? So they're all whips right now. So they're very tall and skinny. But so again, that same thing from that spot right there, the whole damn tree died above it. And just like that Joie Noir, luckily The Genovese Narrow also has a couple of branches coming out below the spot that's infected on the branch. I don't know what the hell that is. It isn't. It is not. It is not rust. Um, it looks pretty bad. And then okay, so here's the third one. Third example of the same phenomena here is, God, up until just a few days ago, this was a very beautiful tree. This is my Hativ, was my Hativ de Argenteuil. Look at it now. Look at that. There's like nothing left. Um, it's just a stick with a dragonfly on top. This happened extraordinarily fast. And two, you can see here, let me show you the same spot. So, I mean, if you were to look at a branch up here, it looks, you know, relatively normal, you know, if it had leaves and everything. And if you look down here, you know, the branch looks fairly normal. But as we start going up, you can see almost kind of a whitish, hopefully you can see it, kind of a whitish on the branches, on the branch. And as we go a little bit higher, like right above here is where it gets really, really funky looking. Same kind of like stem infection. And then from that spot right there, the whole tree freaking died above it. It's like the inner workings, it infects like the inner workings, and no more like moisture and nutrients can travel above. So weird. And all three of these happened in the same week. It's really freaking me out. Like, God, how bad is this going to spread to my other trees? Or, you know, does it spread? And why? Okay, so these are kind of in an order, right? There's this one, there, and right there. So they're all three relatively close proximity. The odd thing is, though, I mean, I've got trees literally right next to it, and you know, that don't have that. I do not know what it is. I did have something that could be similar to what this infection is here on the trunks I see. And that was on my Smith just a few weeks ago. And it was odd because a Smith last year was just epitome of health. And it was this year as well. Actually had quite a few figs on it. And then all of a sudden I noticed, like, oh gosh, like in this case, you know, this branch, like the top 3 or 4 inches of it started getting black. And the ends of the branches started getting all kind of like rubbery, and they started falling over and bending, like rotting. And so, oops, stepped on a dog toy. I ended up taking some cutters and cut the ends off that looked infected. The overall tree itself seems fine. Like, it's rebounding. It's got all this like very healthy new growth coming in. The infections seem to be very short term, and it doesn't seem to last very long. I don't know if it's the same though, because this fungal infection that I dealt with here on the Smith, like I said, it only affected say the last 3 or 4 inches on the branches. It didn't seem to affect anywhere more, you know, lower on the branch. Whereas these 3 issues that I'm dealing with right now, they all seem to happen, you know, like midway on the tree, or like in this case, gosh, it's 3/4 of the way down the tree before you see that infection. So I don't know. If anybody out there watching has an idea of what that might be, I would love to know. I did mention I sprayed Daconil. It's a pretty heavy duty fungicide that, you know, it's okay. It says it's fine for using on your garden, your vegetables, fruit trees, but it does have a window, right? So if you spray, you're not supposed to, like, say, eat your figs for it doesn't actually list figs, but I'd say ballpark it right around like 14 days or something like that. It's in the direction somewhere, but so it's not bad. You wouldn't want to like spray that daconil on any figs you're going to be planning on picking in the next couple of weeks. I do think it's making a difference. This infection on these trees that I was showing you that the tops are dying, that started before I sprayed the daconil. And it's been so wet. My trees were losing leaves just so fast, so fast. I do have to say though, it's only been a week, but in that week it has been insanely wet, like the wettest they've had so far this year. And in spite of that, they all actually seem fine. I don't see a lot of new rust on them. So I do believe that daconil is working. It's preventative. It sticks to your leaf for a while, right? It's unlike, I don't know, like say copper fungicide or sulfur, which just kind of washes off in the rain. This sticks on it for a little bit longer. Gives you more proactive fungicide protection. So I don't know. It's unfortunate about those 3 trees. It looks like they're all going to live, just due to the fact that they've got some pretty healthy branches below the infection. But like I said, if anybody out there is watching that happens to know what that is, and if there's anything you can do to kind of help control it, besides, you know, the obvious, we need to control the fungicide, I would appreciate it if you let me know in the comments. And also, if you like the videos, please give a thumbs up and subscribe. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.